August 10th, 2025, and I got a little batty coat of playing with my dress. Totally. Just playing underneath me, my little black kitty. Yeah, we got cats everywhere. It's beautiful. But I wanted to share a little story or an observation with you, okay? Alright, I see these 3 crosses over here in that church over there, right? Yeah. Well, back in the day when Carolina was alive and she was disabled, they would come and collect the money, but they wouldn't come and collect her to bring her to services. Kind of self-serving, isn't it? And I was just asking myself a question. I said, what church really is not self-serving? Because there's that one there, which is good. And now they're building this one over here. I don't know if you can see it. Probably not. But let me see if I can put a light on it. There's a church over there. A new one that they're building, okay? To save my energy, you can't see it anyway. But, yeah, there's another church over there that they're building. But they didn't help Carolina when she was alive, did they? No, but they came to collect the money, didn't they? Not to come and get her. I'm feeding the kitties. And, yeah, we're under construction, but did they care about her? I want to know how much they've helped the homeless. Or, and I have nothing against building a congregation or a church. But if they're not helping the ones who need help, what good are they? They're self-serving, aren't they? Yeah, they built that church. It's pretty. Yeah. And they serve themselves and build themselves brand new homes. But how many here in the hometown do they help? How many do they reach out to? Yeah, they're there every night. Okay, that's cool. But how many do they really help besides their own family building their own church? I don't know any church ever that has not been self-serving. I know my mother, okay? Patricia Stella Gravesmore, writer. And she went to the Unity Church for help because she couldn't pay her mortgage. And they were building the Synergy Center, the education center, right? And they said, no, we can't help you pay your mortgage. I'm sorry. You can lose your home, but we're building an education center. Oh, my mother was so broken. And she had worked for that church for years and needed help. But they were self-serving, weren't they? Carol, the minister, when I grew up, I wanted to be her. I wanted to be the minister when I grew up. That was my vision. But not to be self-serving. No, because they can build here and build there and build their new homes. But are they really serving their people or their community? Really? I don't know. It's a great question. I got to ask Ricky. I know that there's a light on that church over there in the front. The brand new one that they just built. Okay? And they did that on the people's money. But did they help the people? It begs to question, doesn't it, really? I know the Catholics didn't help my grandmother when her husband, John Wayne Ryder, died. No, they didn't help her at all. Nope. That church was self-serving. Much like the Catholic Church. St. Mike's here, I guess some time ago, the priest took all the money, $5 million or something, from the people of Big Wells. They took it to Mexico and served himself. I don't want to be a part of that. I really don't. If they don't want to reach out to the shut-ins like Carolina and bring Christ to her, then I don't want nothing to do with them. That's called a self-serve or a soft serve or a chit, whatever you want to call it. That's just me. Okay? If you're not serving the people, you're serving yourselves, even if it's a family. Okay? Sorry. Too many churches have been self-serving on the people and not helping the people. Now, the Catholics, I know, I was one of them for how many years? I was a Catholic officially, CCD teacher, CCD director, choir singer, altar server, layperson who went and visited the shut-ins. That was me at 444. I went to the people, but the church only cared about itself. Or whatever priest could get to a little kid at St. Patrick's, St. Joseph's in Raton, in Mexico. Priest Silva and Priest Balazon with big balls. And they hurt little kids in Raton. They did. Took them all the way to the Vatican to rape them, if you can believe that. So I have a big problem with churches who are self-serving. They live great while the people are suffering. Sorry, I'm not. I'm just saying it like it is, love. That's just me. You can call me crazy. But I don't want to belong to a church that doesn't help people. I take care of my cats. Okay, my cats are here playing, they're eating. Yeah, playing with cans and stuff. And, you know, there's another way of doing things. I think, you know, because it's not to be self-serving. You're supposed to serve the people, not yourselves. Okay? Love and loves. Forgive me, I'm a work in progress, but I know you see my perspective.